Well, I'm Chris, and this is my buying used Nitro RCs. This is a 3.3 TRAXXAS REVO. The guy sold me this and the JADO for $200, so it cost $100. This is what it came with. So right off the bat, I always spin the wheels. Tires are bad on this one. All the tires are dry rotted, and we got a different wheel right here. These bigger wheels like this are expensive, but from one of these lots that I have an extra wheel. We have to take these tires off. So it looks like it'd be better just to buy a new set than trying to replace the tires. So about $50. Keep in mind, these are untested, bad tires, no body. So this is about $100 to $150 max. So it did come with a transmitter. I put batteries in it. It did not have the lid. So we're gonna see if it has a battery in here. Okay, so hopefully this thing will take a charge. Let me go charge it. It's acting like it was charged already, but I don't know. So transmitter's on. Hopefully this, okay, look. It's communicating. Okay, this one has 2 steering servos on there and they're not doing anything. All right, so if you were buying this to restore and fix up, there we go. 2 servos we have to buy. That's 2 strikes. Now let's test the throttle servo. Are we gonna get 3 strikes? Oh, none of the freaking servos work on this. So the receiver and transmitter are both good, but all the servos, everything are fried, cooked, do not work at all. Nothing. So we gotta put the blue tape of shame on it so that we know it's all bad. Look, is that what that was? Was that their tape of shame? Were they doing what I do? The alignment looks good on it. The wheels. Oh, we got a loose wheel over here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, they're actually really easy and they're loose. Okay, it was probably just getting loose on them. Freaking wheels are straight. I'm not gonna lie, this thing really did just make me feel depressed. So you see me tearing these down a lot, but I absolutely hate changing servos. I hate it so much. It's frustrating. It's not fun in any way. Sometimes you gotta take the whole damn thing apart. Hope the body fits. So this is one of my Project Revos. I don't show everything on my YouTube channel because a lot of people don't watch my videos. But eventually we're gonna be running all these nitro cars that I have. I have so many of them now. I actually enjoy working on them more than running them. So don't take me wrong, I love running them, but they always get wrecked. I don't think we're gonna paint it because the graphics got all rubbed off from whoever owned it, but I am gonna put stickers on it eventually. I kind of like it for some reason. I don't know why. Just like that. Okay, so the body will fit on it. The gas tank. All right, they left fuel in it. So whenever you get an old Nitro RC car like this, unknown, take the 2 lines off. You want to blow in either one and see if there's a passage. It's gummed up. Okay, then open this up and see if you can do it. Everything's gummed up. So we now know that this tank is gummed up with crap and needs to be cleaned and washed. I'm going to take this inside, simple green, purple power. So the exhaust is on here super loose, like somebody had taken it off, stuck it back on for some reason. This is where somebody had some channel locks on it or some vice grips. Or maybe they bent it and tried to unsquish it, I don't know. I can't stand mismatched zip ties either. So the easy start's disconnected for some reason. There's no glow plug in it. Let's go ahead and take this engine off. Man, they didn't put any clearance between those 2 gears. So I did strip my spur gear on my Slayer once I started tuning it. But this person right here has no freaking clearance between those gears. That is so freaking tight. Check the air filter. These things will trick you. Okay, so we can go watch that too. All right, let's check this engine out. Dang, it's got a lot of compression on there. That's crazy. Okay, put it at top dead center. Pull back. Okay, I put a little bit of oil in there, but I didn't put that much. So that's good. That's in really, really good shape. We look in there because we want to move that little piston rod on the crank and make sure there's no play on it. Everything feels really, really, really good on this engine. It's just got a whole bunch of oil in it. Ooh, look, this feels messed up. That's broke. That's why we take this stuff apart, man. I'm telling you. You see one of them's like new and one's old. I don't see why that would even matter. I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, it's touching. There we go. Let's check their settings. So it was leaned out about 1/8 of a turn, so they were tuning. Okay, so always take a zoomed in picture of that. So I'll take everything off. Barry McKim dipped this, but I'll leave the carburetor on there because I don't want to break that seal because I'm hoping it's factory sealed really good. Everything's been barium and chem dipped for an hour. You go back and just clean it a little bit and everything looks brand new. So I'll just spray a little WD-40 in them at first to break anything up on those bearings. So then I'll put 3-in-1 around the little piston sleeve, lube that up really good. I don't know what kind of freaking mud this is on this car, but this is the worst mud I've ever seen. Everything checks out, we just put it back together. This motor mount is like stuck. It does have a little star washer from the factory. I think that's what it might be, but I cannot move it. So let's get these screws out. See, look, the little star washers in there on both sides. They had the gear mesh too tight because dirt and the star washers were not allowing it any bigger. So we got that fixed. So now we got the adjustment now. They didn't even have this bottom screw tightened. So that tells me they were trying to adjust that mesh. They just couldn't. If you can't move yours, you got these 2 little star washers in there. I just take them out. It was unhooked, but it has to work, right? Come on, I hope it's the battery. Okay. Oh, I think the motor might be messed up. All right, so the fuel tank's been cleaned out the best I could get it. Let's put this back together. All right, so I'm gonna put the old fuel lines back on. Just clip the ends off. All right, running 25%. First time starting this thing. Let's try the easy start. So the easy start motor is smoking. So we're just gonna hope it'll. Oh, I bumped. Oh man, I'm happy. Can you see it smoking? Oh, it's smoking bad. It was acting weird when we were testing it, so let me fix this. I have new easy start motors, but since this one is so screwed up, we're just gonna throw a pull start on it. Yeah, the easy start works great when everything's new, but I'm actually kind of getting tired of it because when you have a problem, I mean, you're completely shut down. Prime it. And this thing is tight. So we loosen the glow plug a little bit. Did this freaking tool just go? It did. It just died right now. I mean, something just doesn't want me starting this thing. That doesn't make any sense. I raised my freaking table up so I could put an air conditioner under here, so I'm at a weird angle. This thing needs to be a little bit lower. There it goes. Okay, okay. That sounds all screwed up. Okay. It's the freaking glow plug. Look, it's not even working now. Was it the glow plug this whole time? No, it's working. All right, I'm gonna have to keep messing with it. I don't know what's wrong with that. All right, so what I just learned right now was since this engine was so tight, I had loosened the glow plug. So I had it loosened too much and it didn't have enough compression, and that's why it wasn't running right. So it's also running super duper rich. All right, so with the low dim one, it should start up. Sounds good. Something's goofy with the throttle return spring. It's not closing it all the way. This one better not have a freaking air leak on it. This is just loose. Yeah, it's got an air leak or something. All right, yeah, we got an air leak on it. I should have took that freaking carburetor off. So you see what happens whenever I start getting too confident. I said, well, I'm not going to take the carburetor off. Look what happens. We have a freaking air leak. At least we can hear it's running pretty good. I'm going to save that for another day. I don't feel like messing with this anymore. Just going to mark it so I know. Okay, we cleaned the air filter. All that cleaned up real good. So if you're thinking about buying used Nitro RC cars to fix them up or restore them, you would have failed miserably with this one. This one, I'm not happy with this one at all. I paid $100 for it, so it's okay. We did get a 3.3 that's in really good condition, but you see we have a crazy air leak on here. I should have took that carburetor off, but at least we heard the engine run good for a little bit. But whenever they start speeding up like that and running weird, you have an air leak on that carburetor somewhere. This right here is a Money Pit Revo. We have to replace all the servos on it. So we can go ahead and just kind of say $100 for servos. That is not including the Opti drive, but you can find those cheap on eBay. Tires, we'll just say $50 for a set of newish ones on eBay. Body, $40. Easy Start motor was bad, that's $12. So I mean, we'll just go ahead and say to get this one where I wanted, we would have $300 in it. So I guess maybe it's still saving a lot of money, saving $250 or $60. As you can see, this one is not that bad. So we'll just put it like this. If you don't have any RC cars and you want your first one, buying a used one is a horrible idea. But if you're like me and you have a whole bunch of them, there's nothing wrong with getting another project like this, saving money. And the reality check is that if you're trying to fix these up to sell them, it's going to be very, very, very difficult to get $300 for this if it's not in brand new shape. I do like the Revo. It's a cool truck. It's big. So let's say you want a Revo really, really bad. So just keep your eyes open. I found this on OfferUp for $325. This thing is like brand new. It's never even been adjusted on the carburetor. He took very, very good care of it. Let's check his alignment. I never checked it. Oh, his alignment's screwed up. But you see the point of the video. We're still $300 in this one right here, and it'll never be as good as this one right here that was $325. Saving your money and waiting is always going to pay off the most. And you get the point. These are pretty much the same price point cars. And that's the point of these videos that I make, that you're trying to save your money, but in the long run, you're just screwing yourself. Because that thing will never, ever be as good as this one right here. And this one will never be as good as a brand new one. There you go. Now you have a better idea. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. But sometimes you do get lucky with a used one.